good, y'all? Quan from TWLC. Always remember, peace and love.
What's good, y'all? Welcome back to True Side of Context. I'm Quan.
Came here.
Yeah, Shisui Sensei.
And today's topic is social media's effect on people. Now, for the viewers watching, we're going to jump into something I'm pretty sure the three of us and a few of you guys out there have pretty dealt with internet thugs, keyboard warriors, chat room goons, whatever you want to call them.
There you go.
Now, the internet has given people a platform like that to say things that they would never say to anybody in person. Like, you could have a dead family member and you could be like, rest in peace to my dead family member. And they could just say something highly disrespectful. Now, Sensei, what's your thoughts on that?
It's kind of weird you calling me Sensei though. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying. What was the question again? Can you repeat that?
What's your thoughts on how social media has given people a platform to say things that they would never say in person?
I mean, the more anonymous you are, the tougher people get. So that's without social media or anything. Even if it's writing a letter, anybody can say anything in a letter. So I mean, it's not like it's something I didn't expect already. Like if somebody the other day, like somebody was sending me messages. I ain't tell y'all this yet. Somebody was sending me messages like I didn't know who it was, but they was just saying a whole bunch of stuff and just talking a whole bunch of shit. I didn't know who it was, and I'm like, so man, I kept asking them, who is this, or whatever. They wouldn't tell me, of course. They just kept talking a whole bunch of stuff because I didn't know who they were or whatever. So that's how that go. I mean, it was somebody on Snapchat, so it was somebody personal, not on YouTube or anything like that. So, and it is what it is. They can do that all they want, and it's gonna continue to happen.
Yeah, that's true.
Well,
I guess it's just a way like you can manage it, because like you said, like it gives people that opportunity to be more, tougher than what you said they would be in person. Like with disrespect and pretty much calling people out, something that they wouldn't do in person. And it's just a strange feeling because thinking about it, I mean, it's sort of kind of a good thing and a bad thing. And we pretty much touched on why it's really a bad thing, with people, being fake pretty much than what they would be in person. But just like sometimes, then again, some people can use it to, you know, pretty much say things that they are nervous to say, they can say it online and, give them some like confidence or something in a good way. And some people use it in a bad way.
Right. I'm glad you pointed that out, how it can be used for both sides. Like with me, here's something I never understood. I've never really been an internet guy. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
I've said, yeah, true. Said on the internet, I'll definitely say to somebody in person. But the fact that, and even my internet trolls, the fact that somebody can just go on my profile and have it in their phone, it's just really creepy to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there you go, yeah.
The only way to prevent that is not have no social media at all, really.
True. But
and it's echoing a little bit again. That might be good. Now. But continue.
All right. See, even with that, just like Nakeem said, is good and bad to it. You know what I mean? But like, you can't necessarily just rely on people to have those kind of morals and dignity and decency that you usually expect out of people. It's awkward, because you can find pictures, because we literally found pictures of people we know on Google. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's really odd that people do that.
What do you mean, like making a false identity or something? Like taking somebody's picture or something?
No, I'm talking like I'll give you an example. It was this guy who we knew. I'm not gonna say his name.
Yeah.
He went on somebody we know's profile, screenshotted a picture of his family, and made a meme out of it. Now, that is, to me, that's some stalker level type stuff. You know what I mean?
True.
How do you spend your time to go on my stuff, screenshot a picture of my family,
That drink funny
and make
though.
a meme out of it. Like,
Not the meme, but it's just funny that somebody would go through all that. You know.
exactly. And now, just like you said, you can't just expect people to be like, oh, that they have better things to do with their time, because there's some people who might not have better things to do with their time.
Right.
But they just don't think they have anything better to do. I think everybody got something better to do than
Yeah, true.
than something like that. I mean, you find something to do, like learn something, open a book or something, instead of harassing people.
That might be something they like to do. Who knows?
Oh yeah, of course they go through all that. They enjoy it for sure. They not doing it for the, if they didn't enjoy it.
Yeah, it's kind of like trying to find like the most outrageous or like disrespectful way to pretty much try to trigger you into like starting some type of internet war. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like if I don't know you in person or if I don't even see you or talk to you, then it's kind of like just get off my radar, pretty much. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Like the fact that people can make up false personas, especially when you add people that know you in real life.
Mm-hmm.
There's something wrong with these people.
Exactly. Like y'all see each other every day. Nothing happens until y'all get on that damn like Facebook page or Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Like this shit is just
like it just really adds like you front to be something you're not for a bunch of people who don't even know you. But for the people who do know you, you just look like a clown. Like I'll give you an example. Let's say you have a problem with somebody and you see them and they don't say nothing to you. They can literally go on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or whatever, and they could change the whole narrative saying, I saw an old dude out today. He ain't want no problems with me. When that really wasn't what happened. And for the people who probably don't know you on Facebook, they'll believe that narrative.
Yeah, I feel what you mean on that because it's like it's just awkward. Like it's awkward to, because if we've already had this conversation on the internet and I see you in person, it's gonna get brought. Attention's gonna get brought to it regardless. Like I just don't understand that. People just that goes back to just using stuff like that for just the wrong reasons. I guess like it's crazy.
True. Another thing I wanted to jump into is attention junkies, because you got people who made those posts and stuff like, oh, I'm turning my phone off. I don't want to talk to nobody.
Yeah.
Don't text me. Don't call me. Whatever.
Now that's funny right there.
What's your thoughts on
every day? Like that's all day, every day. That's nothing. That's all you see on social media now. Is people. I'm hungry. I need gas. I'm tired. Sleepy. I'm lonely. Like. I mean, I understand it could be funny in a way. I understand it could be funny in a way, but in a way, don't you kind of think like that's a little too much sometimes? Like you just like, I'm like, good night. I'm getting ready to go to sleep or something.
Especially on Snapchat, I swear.
And I swear it's weird though, because I remember this one person made a post, and I'm not gonna say her name. I'm going MIA for a while. They said I'm gonna disappear and y'all, and we're gonna see how y'all affected.
Yeah.
And to be honest, we not. Well, I'm not. I can't speak for these two, but I'm not.
Cause like on Snapchat,
like, it just
literally it's like it's a specific girl that does it a lot. No, I'm not gonna disclose her name. Well, like she be like, she posts a Snapchat, it just be like, I don't know what love is anymore. And then like 2 days later, she'll post a picture of this guy and be like some Man Crush Monday or something. And then like a day, like next week, she'll be like some, I don't even know why I even try with people. They always play with my love and stuff. And like, oh, like, make up your mind. And then it's always, the only time she posts something is either it's really negative or it's a guy that she just fell in love with apparently, and that's her boyfriend now or something. It's just, like, I was just like, it's really.
Yeah, or like, yeah, y'all never, y'all never supported me, so I ain't gonna don't hit my line, don't call my phone. I'd be like, you be looking like what the heck is going on, like.
Right.
Yeah,
And
never
see,
supported.
and what you said before, like that's what, and people who be discussing like all these anonymous, like, oh, people want to see me fail, and all these other random stuff. That's what you call enemies.
Yeah, yeah.
If you can't do whatever, then the enemies might exist.
Like, bro,
So
who are you talking?
constant.
Like, who are you talking about? That's the question. Like, man, say, y'all never supported
Exactly.
me, so I'm not gonna support you. Who are you talking about? Who?
Right. And see, when it comes to like stuff like sneak dissing and all that, this one person said, I have no interest in being direct with people who aren't direct with me. But I'm like, if a person sneak diss you and you sneak diss them back, better. Like it's either you gonna call them out or be like, this person couldn't say this to me, so they're not worth it, and brush them off.
And by you keeping the feud going because you're talking about being indirect with people who indirect with you, then how is that solving anything or proving anything that you don't care? Because you keeping the feud going by being indirect. Either say something about that person or just drop it.
And then people having a sneak this war. I mean, I even witnessed this
And
not too long ago. It was between two
I
people
can't.
I know having a sneak this war. Like just on Snapchat sneaking each other, and I'm like, okay, I'm guessing now, like after a day or two of it, I'm like, I guess they both know who each other talking about now, but of course they're not saying each other names, and probably if they see, met up with each other, but no, I wasn't talking about you. What are you talking about?
Right.
Like y'all both, it's like if I could see it, like come on now, what's the point of that? If you if you really want to say something bad about somebody on Snapchat or something, or at least say their name or something. And if like instead of just going all out to sneak dissing or something each other, like what's the point?
right,
Exactly.
just like I said, man. If you can't say that what you saying on any social media to that person, then you shouldn't be saying it at all. Because
Exactly.
People get pretty cruel on the internet, you know. I witnessed this firsthand. You know what I'm saying? People in my YouTube comments cutting up on me, but it's cool. I know people real passionate about certain anime shows and stuff, and they be cutting up. So, when
True.
they be like hey, like you said you weren't gonna be biased. Like I'm talking about a specific comment that I read. And he was like really mad at me. He said, "Hey, you said you earlier in the video you said you wasn't gonna be biased. Then at the end of the video you said you're gonna like the video because Obito was number one." And I'm like, okay, I was just playing when I said, like, you know what, I'm gonna like this video just because he's number one. And I wanted to be like, I was just playing. Like you ain't had to
Right.
cut up on me. But I never respond to anybody negatively back that comment on my like on any of my videos. You can see
Right.
I even apologize to them for it's like, hey, I'm sorry that you don't like this or that. I'm sorry, but I don't never get into an argument with them back. Like that's just you
Right.
know.
And,
But you got to realize people just cruel on the internet. They
right.
they get real tough
True.
behind certain.
And it's kind of like switch back to like just even saying like, how do you hang out with somebody that you're supposed to be talking about on the internet, and then y'all hang out, everything cool, and then y'all get back separated again. You like, oh yeah, people softer, this and the other. People don't never address it. Like that's gonna just be like, what? That's gonna be kind of weird.
like, and another situation I want to address, I'm not gonna say the person's name because especially when people talk about relationships on social media, that's really when they be looking for attention.
Yep.
Because I remember this person had made a post saying something like, "Since dudes want to play," and she posted a picture of herself in the tub. See it, and she deleted it. So I'm like, you did that as a get back, but I was the only one who saw it, and you deleted it, and that's not really a get back when you think about it because you made yourself look bad.
Exactly.
Like,
Okay.
start thinking about that kind of stuff, man. Like, is this really gonna make this person angry, or is it gonna make me look terrible?
That's true. That's true.
Listen. I'm viewers, y'all watching this, I'm not high, I'm not drunk or high. I'm just laughing a lot because this video is real funny. Like this, not the video, but the topic is really funny to me.
This is a funny topic all around because we see this stuff every day because we once we get on there we see stuff and then we just like what and we laugh because it's funny. I mean it is what it is
like.
But we serious
Yeah.
with the message, but the content is funny. It's some funny stuff.
Oh, and then the fact that I think even with social media and attention junkies, it's allowed people to escape critical thinking. I saw a post and it said something like, if a person doesn't chase me when I'm fake leaving, I can't be with you at all. I'm like, oh, that's true. And I'm like, think about what you're saying right now.
Exactly.
Like, does that make any sense to you? Like, come on.
That is true. Cause like, it's like you mean it as soon as it's on social media, but then, people can't unsee that or unhear or whatever you're saying, and then, time goes by, you make up with somebody, and it's kind of like, but pretty much all our friends, all our family, whoever, thinks this already because of what was said already. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Exactly.
keep up between you and whoever, like, you know what I'm saying? Because that's why,
True.
stuff just never gets forgotten about and always brought back up and starts more problems because everybody knows about it and everybody don't like that.
Y'all got any more examples of attention junkies, or should we move on to our next?
Oh yeah, man. You asked me, do I got any more examples? I can name the whole video could just be about examples, and I still wouldn't be done. Like it's so many. I see this everywhere, Snapchat, especially on Snapchat, and I don't even have that many people added on Snapchat, and it's the same people like every week. Like they can't go a whole week without just grabbing for attention. And they be posting this stuff like some. I'm just sick and tired. Like, to be honest, I'm really just gonna delete Snapchat. Like, I'm just tired of people. Like, if you really wanted to delete Snapchat, why would you post a snap and tell people you're just gonna delete Snapchat? You want people to message. What they aiming for is for people to message them and be like, hey, why you deleting Snapchat? Don't delete Snapchat. Like, like, what's wrong? No, you're not getting that from me. And then it be those people that be like, okay, if you don't message me within 24 hours, I'm deleting you. I'm cleaning my friends list. But then I'll be like, look, I'm not gonna message them back. I'm not gonna message them. And then I don't message them. I don't get deleted. Like I'm still like, so what was the point of that? You just wanted people to message you, huh? Okay, all right.
And I got another example too. Like, and this is gonna be like a little bit more serious, but this is another example how some people will just fake. This one person had made a post talking about that they were tired of living. Some of them were inboxing them. I was like, hey, is everything all right? And they were like, oh yeah, everything's fine with me. That's just why would you post something like that if you weren't serious?
They were probably looking for attention from a certain someone or something. Just wanted to seem a certain way to a certain person or something.
Yeah, but it's kind of like, but do you really want that kind of attention though? I'm not. Everybody's entitled to do what they want, but like, sometimes you gotta just think about certain stuff before you just go all out with stuff.
We were all once kids, and all kids, want attention and stuff. But there comes a point in your life where you realize, I'm not a kid no more. I'm mature. I don't need attention. I don't need this type of attention. Like
exactly. Like, or even when people just saying like, "Oh, don't you get tired of telling somebody something over and over again? You try to tell them for their own good, they just don't listen." But you be like, "You saying that, but you're that person." You know what I'm saying?
Like, because I swear I've had so many people that ask me for advice, and I would tell them like, "Hey, ignore this kind of stuff. Actually, put what's important in front of you, and put all that stuff behind you." And these people really like, "Hey, thank you," and blah blah. But then weeks later, they were like, "Oh, people are bummed. They don't got this and that, and I'm trying to do this and that."
Like, you get on social media just to talk about how you living versus how somebody else is living. Like, man, grow up and get a life, man, for real. You know,
Like when people, like I swear, when people make posts about what they have, especially about relationships, like people say, "Get you a girl or a guy with this, this, and that." Oh, so you have all this, so it's not. So you just perfect, huh? You have no flaws whatsoever. And if you this perfect person, then why isn't anybody with you then?
exactly.
The fact that it might be you, that it might be how you act.
That's true. Like, oh, I got 2 jobs, I got 2 cars. Like,
Right?
I mean, that's what you want. I mean, if that's what you want, like, okay, but that don't mean the next person want that. Like,
Bless him, yeah.
Exactly.
come
And that don't
come talk to somebody. Yeah, get you a man that got 2 jobs. Get you a man that got 2 jobs.
in an apartment.
for real.
Like, okay. Like, what do you mean?
Exactly.
And we not
Like,
even
yeah,
and just on another note, like, we not even like talking about this stuff to make anybody feel some type of way. We more so talking about this stuff to just kind of like show people, like, what's how this stuff looks from the outside looking in versus us actually being people that actually do stuff like that. Like, just giving that perspective is like, well, see, these type of posts and these type of stuff, this is what the attention that y'all brought on is, pretty much.
exactly. And this stuff still.
Shaking my head.
And one thing I want to say before we get into the next part of the show is understand that all that is attention you craving, you people just gotta be themselves. You know what I mean? Stuff is gonna truly make you happy.
Especially like materialistic things.
Hey, go on, say that again, cause it was like a little bit. So
Okay. Realize none of this material stuff is gonna make you happy. To be around people who like you as a person. You know what I mean?
Right.
I got 2 jobs. Come mess
All right,
with me.
but all right, but we'll jump a little bit more into that when we get to our final thoughts. But the next part of our show is social media's impact on self-esteem. We got people who say stuff like, "Oh, I haven't got any notifications, any likes, any views, so I must not mean anything to anybody." Now, that is crazy because it's people who literally try to do harm to themselves, all because somebody didn't click a button,
Right.
like your post. Now, one thing I want to let everybody know out there is this is internet stuff. This is temporary. All this stuff could be shut down in an instant. And recognize that likes, follows, views, etc., that does not denote self-worth. That does not mean that you don't. Just because you don't get any likes doesn't mean you're not worth something to somebody.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah. Where would be a better place if everybody realized that as well?
Right.
Right, because in a way, like, when you talk about, like, what's most important, like, that type of thinking, what I'm saying, is common. Believe it or not, it's common, but it's kind of like disappointing in a way. You know what I'm saying? Because you would want people to be like, feel more like, okay, like, I just do this just for me. You're not really coming on here trying to really like look for people's like opinion on stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might want to share stuff with people, but you're not necessarily saying, okay, I need your opinion to make me feel better necessarily. Like, that's what you have, like, interactions in person for, because like there's when your family comes into play, your close friends, girlfriend, boyfriend, whoever, you know what I'm saying? And that's just the thing, people just rely on this type of content, or like this type of like platform, to just be like, oh, to have a sense of guidance. I have to post this on here and I have to get, some type of opinion on it. And it's not true.
Mm-hmm. That's true. True. Speaking the truth, man. Speaking the truth.
Yeah, there you go.
And even with us, like, the main reason we started this is the quickest way to share our messages with the world. If we could actually, get out to places, fly out to different cities and countries and stuff like that, we would.
Yep. And
Because we really want to get that connection with the people.
right.
We
And also
we going to Japan 2018.
don't know everybody in person. Like you said, it's a quicker way to get our message out there, and it's also just showing us, hey, you go watch it, and you can listen to what we say, or you don't have to listen to what we say at the same time. So I mean, it's everybody's opinion and their choices, what they want, stuff like that. But it's just a way to say, hey, there's people out there who care about stuff like this, or who wants to try to uplift, educate, and empower people to to change their way of thinking, and stop letting others or stop letting certain things dictate how you feel, or what type of decisions you make, and just start making your own decisions and start being self-aware and stuff like that. So
Right.
Yeah, I mean, like if I had a flooded Rolex, you know what I'm saying, that was worth $100,000. Best believe I post it on Snapchat. Yep, I show people on Snapchat for sure. But I wouldn't be doing it to mess with nobody's self-esteem, and I definitely wouldn't do it if I had somebody that I had added that would get like real personal over stuff like that. I mean, because I knew they was gonna feel some type of way about what else somebody got. I mean, I wouldn't do nothing like that. I hide them for the story because I ain't trying to hear that, especially if it was a friend of mine. Like, so I don't have any friends that be like be getting mad or feel some type of way, or it impacts their self esteem when they see somebody else got something that they don't. You know what I'm saying?
And it all depends on what means something what to that person, because who knows, a Rolex or Bugatti might not mean anything to that person. You know what I mean? Myself, I'm past the point of material stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's the thing, just materialistic things. Just it's got a hold on people, man. And it's kind of crazy because I think I see it like a lot more now, more so than ever. Even when as in even all the time that we've actually been aware of certain things, like it just shows more now. The materialistic things just got a hold on people, man, and it's crazy. But hopefully, people listen and can climb out of that, that hold.
All right. And now we're about to get into our final thoughts. So, for
Also,
any of our
one more thing on that self esteem stuff, though. One more thing. So, like, anybody watching this that actually care, and they see somebody with something, they feel some type of way. No, don't even worry about it. If you want what they got, just go get it. Simple as that. Don't feel some type of way because somebody else got something. Like, just don't even stress over it. If you don't care about it, you don't care about it. But if you do care about it, and you feel some type of way about it, and you are one of those people, just go get it yourself. You see somebody with a nice car or whatever, you want that car, just work and get it yourself. Simple as that. So you ain't gotta worry about that. If you can't just get over the idea that, hey, I don't care about this because it's materialistic, I don't care about it. If you can't get over it, just go get it. You see something you want, just work for it and get it.
Perfect way to put it.
All right, now we're about to get into our final thoughts. So, and the final thoughts is going to consist of wrap up anything else anybody might have had to say about the three, whether it was internet thugs, attention junkies, or impact on self esteem.
Oh, I probably should have saved that until after then for the final thoughts. But yeah, like I just said about the self-esteem thing, that just said that already. The thing about the internet thug stuff and the sneak dissing and people hiding behind the computer type stuff, that's always gonna happen. But I wish it wouldn't happen. And as a person that actively uses the internet daily, you just got to be used to that. You just got to be used to running into people that's gonna talk crap. Playing video games too, people gonna talk crap online. They gonna call you the N word, whatever they want to call you to make you mad. They probably wouldn't say it in real life. I don't know everybody, but as a person, you want to use the internet. You a nice person, even if you a nice person, just get ready for stuff like that. Just be prepared for it on anything on the internet. Okay.
All right, Nike.
All right, yeah. So like my final thoughts about like the internet thugs, in particular. Like Shisui said. I mean, you pretty much are gonna have to deal with that like all the time. So most of the, I understand like sometimes it's kind of hard to ignore certain things, especially when you get like direct threats and stuff like that. It's kind of hard, but yet and still, then again, even though it could be that hard, if people aren't willing to come to you and try anything, then don't even waste your time at giving them that satisfaction of making you like mad, angry, scared, or anything like that. I mean, my thing is that's just the thing. You can't be scared of somebody who's not even willing to come meet you in person to do anything. You know, they behind
Right.
the camera or they behind a tweet or a post or whatever the case may be. So just ignore them. Don't give them satisfaction. And a lot of
Right.
kind of thoughts on attention seekers. I mean, pretty much, I don't know what to say about that. Like, I'm just gonna be honest with you. Like, attention seekers, like, if you tired of people, doing stuff like posting like irrelevant stuff, like you'd be like, all right, you trying too hard, just ignore them. Like, you can clown them, you can ignore them, you can read it and laugh, move on, whatever. But I mean, you gonna always have attention seekers out there. I mean, even look at like some of the like celebrities in the main industry and stuff like that, like actors, musicians, all that. They attention seekers too. Believe it or not. It
True.
may sound crazy, but they are. And self-esteem, like again, repeating this, like don't really pay attention to what somebody have and you don't have. That's a lot of people's problems today is they always compare their lives to somebody else, and that's just you can't be like somebody else. You can only be the best person you can be. So if that means one car versus this person has two cars, then so be it. I mean, that's you. That's your life. And be satisfied with what you want and what you want to do. Ever let nobody take you out your grind, your hustle, whatever you got going on for yourself. Take it and appreciate everything that you're worth, and always stay aware and confident in everything.
Yeah, good thoughts, good final thoughts from the both of you. What you said. I'm gonna start with self-esteem. Don't let nothing take you off your focus. And for attention junkies, this stuff is temporary. And if you got people that care for you, focus on people you don't know. I think I really want to get into my final thoughts. Internet thugs. All right, just like y'all said, this is gonna always happen, and it's really not a way to stop it. But I want to let people know who might be internet thugs out there to understand this: that you get away with anything because you never know who might see you and be like, "Hey, what was that you were saying?" Recognize that there's not only consequences to what you do, there's consequences to what you say. Because I've always told people you can't just say whatever you want to people. There's certain things you shouldn't say.
Mm-hmm.
But some people's egos have them like, oh, I'll say whatever I want to say. But then when something happens, they're acting shocked. Because two things I always believe in: say what you mean and do what you say.
Yep.
And if your words don't match your actions, then you need to change it up. But anyway, I want to thank y'all for being on. All right, Sensei, where can they find you?
You know what I'm saying? They can find me in the description. The link to my channel will be in the description. I don't have a Twitter. I don't have a channel Twitter or a channel Instagram. You know what I'm saying? So far, that's not for my channel. So y'all, I'm not gonna include that. But if you want to get to my channel, the link is in the description. It's in the description.
Yeah, we'll definitely put the links for our channels, other channels, in the description for you guys, and you can find me pretty much on every social media platform except Twitter. You find me on Facebook at DFG Keemstream, and you can find me on Instagram at Keemstream, and Snapchat Keemstream. So whatever.
All right, and you can find me on Instagram at truth double O context. Yes, true. Two O's context. And as always, TOOC, getting ready to get it tight. Stay strong and don't take what we say out of context. Peace and love.